Canadians are literally one paycheck away from financial disaster. And what that means is they have no cushion, no emergency fund. So with the debt that they're carrying today, and if there's a job loss for them or some emergency that happens to them, it's going to be very hard for them to sustain their full financial situation.
Canada's consumer debt levels approached an all-time high earlier this year, and they already surpassed those in the U.S. Government debts are also growing. This country emerged from the subprime mortgage crisis better off than most. Now economic planners think it's time to concentrate on the fundamentals.
I think we're reaching a concerning level. I don't believe the level of household debt is necessarily a clear and present danger to the economy. I think it's more an issue that suggests that there really isn't a lot of room for the Canadian consumer to grow faster than the economy in the years ahead.
The latest figures suggest consumers have begun borrowing at a slightly less frantic rate. Slightly. People are still using their credit cards, but more cautiously and less often. So Canadians seem to be paying heed to their government and running up less new debt than before. But concerns remain, not least about a real estate and housing market that could slow down and cast a pall over the country's financial health. Toronto is now North America's condo capital. More condominiums are being built than in New York or Chicago, and there are still more buyers than sellers. It's the same with houses. Mortgage rates are low, and many Canadians are sinking more and more money into their homes at a time when global economic recovery remains uncertain.
If we actually had another recession in this country, perhaps driven by a debt crisis in Europe or a renewed downturn in the U.S., and then we saw job losses here in Canada, that's what would really concern me about the outlook for the housing market.
Canadian governments are paying down debt themselves and urging consumers to follow suit. They're keeping a wary eye on the housing market and on conditions abroad. Challenges lie ahead, and it's far from clear how the country will weather them this time.